is a middle-income country. These are some of the reasons why the Department of Education in the Free State has planned to build 200 mathematics laboratories. These labs, which are the first of its kind in South African public schools, will change the traditional way of teaching and learning. The project is led by the NIIT. This is a New Delhi-based company. Learn more about these maths labs, or to learn more about these maths labs, we are joined by the head of NIIT in South Africa, and this is Rakesh Misri, and also from Eduscimath, Communications Manager Kholiswa, Khoba. Good to have you. Both.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to. Now, tell us a little bit more about these labs. Let's talk from the Free State perspective.
Yeah.
How are they going to work? What was it that attracted you to them?
Basically, what we're trying to do with maths, with the math lab, is we're trying to change the mentality of maths lab. Everybody's seen maths as a taboo, as a very difficult subject. So what we're trying to do on foundation phase, we're trying to say, from grade R, the kids must learn the fundamentals of maths. They must see maths, they must interact with their peers, and learn to do just learn the basics of maths through mathematics. So it's a classroom that has been enhanced. When a child walks into the classroom, they see maths and they interact with maths. So it's basically changing the mentality that they have as a whole with regards to mathematics.
How do you interact with maths? I mean, you talked to us about this program. How does the whole thing work?
The mathematics, if you ask me, is not only about the data and figures and all that stuff. Mathematics is about structures, it's about space, it's about change. Now, what we have done in mathematics is we made mathematics as a joy of learning. So we say math is fun. I think that's the topic what we do with. And what we're doing is we're not creating IT enablers for the learner to go through mathematics. We're creating a complete ambience, the complete theme of mathematics. For example, if you go to a classroom, your carpet would talk about mathematics. Your tables would talk about structures and shapes and so on and so forth. So that's how basically we do. So in a math lab, typically, it has the manipulatives, which are the physical. You can actually physically feel mathematics.
Yeah.
You've got a software which interacts with you. Then you've got what you call all the kind of sketches and all that stuff which you normally use to do a kind of a calculation at any given point of time. So that's what we're trying to do. We're making math as a fun.
So you walk through this door and you experience math.
Absolutely.
From the front door until you sit down, until you carry on in this lab. Now, we're talking about 50 of these labs.
That have currently been rolled out.
They've currently been rolled out into schools in the Free State.
200 by the end of it.
Fantastic. And this has been done around the world. I mean, this exists in other countries.
Yeah. NIIT so far has been doing it from last 30 years. We are in 30 years of business. We operate in 40 countries. We have touched 10 million students so far.
Yeah.
Only in mathematical science. So that's the kind of a power, this math labs have in terms of changing the landscape. And what we're talking about future scientists. We're talking about future mathematicians. And I think that's what South Africa needs.
Now, 50 have been rolled out. What's the response been? When did this actually start?
We're launching the products on the 27th of January, which is on Friday, in the Free State, in a school called NIIT, and that's where the that's where the classroom will be actually opened, the first ever classroom to be experienced in South Africa. So it'll happen, the program starts at 10 o'clock in NIIT in Safelberg, where we're expecting delegates from the Department of Free State. The NEC will be joining us there. We've got private companies that are coming there. And through this launch, we're inviting all the provinces, all the HODs of the NECs and the HODs of other provinces to come and experience the maths lab and obviously implement it in their provinces as well.
So in theory, it's the way maths is being taught that's the problem. That you're not experiencing maths. You're sitting with a textbook in front of you and you just see a whole bunch of numbers, and that is what the confusing thing is. But if you live it, you'll understand it. Is that the concept?
Absolutely. And as one of the scientists, he had said it long back. I know we all know about him, Carl Friedrich Gauss, and we would have learned about natural numbers way back in school days. He calls mathematics as the queen of sciences.
Yeah.
Okay. Mathematics is not only about what you do and what you learn from the textbook. It's about how you feel. You pick up a manipulator in your hand and create an octagon, for instance, by your own hand, and then deform the shapes. From that octagon, you go to a hexagon, or you make a triangle out of it. You can actually make the whole stuff by hands. And
I
that's
actually
good.
have fun with maths. It's something I never had at school. Maths scared me. It still scares me. But listen, I think something like this is fantastic. Dying to see the results coming out of the Free State after this. So Friday, we'll see the big launch, and hopefully more provinces in South Africa will move in this direction. Thank you for joining us. Good luck with the rollout. Talking about math laboratories that are going to be set up, 200 mathematics laboratories within the Free State. Currently, 50 have been set up. So let's see how that goes. Kholiswa, Communications Manager from Eduscimath, and Rakesh, Misri, the head of NIIT, South Africa. Let's take a break. We'll be with you after this. Stay tuned. No, we're not taking a break. We're going to lead you into a